Do you respect the power? What kind of power? Are you in a situation right now where you feel absolutely just totally powerless? You feel like that a person or a situation or a marriage, a relationship, something has got you feeling powerless. Something has the power over you. And sometimes do you ever pray and think, God, can you just please deliver me from this situation, deliver me? Well, I have some encouraging words to you that I was reminded of a couple of weeks ago. This was one of my favorite verses in the scripture, of course. I have so many, but I wanted to share with you today. If you're in a powerless situation, I want to remind you of the power that God has. Yes, Satan does have power on this earth, but the authority, God has to give the authority for things to happen. So when we're in situations, we need to remember that either God allows a situation to happen or God causes a situation to happen. And I want to take you back to right a few days before the crucifixion, when that Jesus was standing in the courts and Pilate was standing there with him. This is in John chapter 19. Please remember to always go back and read the scripture for yourself. But in John chapter 19, he's standing there with Pilate, and Pilate says, Jesus is not responding. He's not answering. He's not engaging. And I have this little motto, do not engage, you'll get enraged. So sometimes it's better to not engage. But Jesus didn't have to defend who he was. He was God in human flesh. But Pilate says to him, don't you know that I have the power to crucify you? Actually, I'm going to read that scripture to you. It says in verse 11, John 19:11 says, Jesus answered, Pilate asked him, he says, don't you know I have the power to crucify thee and the power to release thee? And here is the words that I cling to in every powerless situation that I may find myself in. And that is, Jesus answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given from thee above. Did you hear those words? Did you hear that? That there is no power. Jesus told Pilate, you couldn't do this unless it was being allowed to you from heaven, from above, from God. So whatever powerless situation you are in right now, I want you to think about that and think about the power that God is either holding something back or allowing something in your life. And I want you to embrace that. And I want you to respect the power for some reason. For some reason, this is in your life to mold you, to make you, to refine you. And when we can quit sometimes looking at ourselves and the situation that we are in and our distress and look beyond. Do you know that Jesus 3 times in the garden, he prayed, Father, if this cup may pass from me, 3 times? But yet it says in also scripture that he was able to endure the cross because of the joy that's set before him. So whatever you're in right now, respect the power that God has allowed this situation in your life. You embrace it. And most importantly, you ask him, teach me how to fight, Lord. Teach me how to deal with this situation. Don't deliver me. Teach me what I need to know, what you're trying to teach me in this situation. Teach me how to fight. Teach me how to pray. Lord, teach me how to endure this, because I want to be a strong ambassador for you. I want to be your voice in your hands, and I want my life to be a testimony for you. Pray that prayer and ask God to just teach you how to endure this situation. I hope this is an encouragement to you as it is to me. Remember Jesus' words in John 19:11 that says, the power, you would not have the power unless it's given to you from above. Respect the power. Have a great day.